Going to come back on to I hear some pops and bangs out the back here. Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we've got a video on the GLC, a couple of little updates of what's been happening with this car, as well as some modifications that we're going to do to it today as well. So just to let you in on what's been happening with this, a couple of months ago there was some paint chipping that was going on the front bonnet. Apparently it's very common with this shape of vehicle, so there might be other owners out there of this car that have a similar experience. But yeah, there was a few paint chips that were all over the front of this bonnet and up further as well. So I had the bonnet fully sanded back and resprayed. Pretty good job. Just been waiting on it to settle in a little bit, and then I'm going to get a full detail done on the car, as well as ceramic coat protection. So that's one of the areas that we've worked on the car. Next I'm going to be painting the calipers a different colour, even though they're the factory orange colour that you get with the carbon ceramic brake upgrade. I do like the colour, but I just want to do something different there as well, so we're going to change the colour on that. I'm also going to get the rims refinished as well, because the car, when we did buy it, had a few rashed rims on it, so it's not anything that we've done or Acacia's done herself as well. But all about today's video we'll get to right now. Alright, so today's video is actually sponsored, and it is sponsored by yours truly, myself. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be deleting this plinth here, which is mainly made for the European cars that are delivered by Mercedes in Europe for their larger plates. And obviously you can see here that we've just got a Slimline plate here as well. So the guys at Flow Brackets, I purchased it personally, so there's no affiliation with them whatsoever. But I purchased a flow bracket, which essentially deletes this plinth, and then you can additionally purchase a new bracket for this particular number plate or whatever state that you're in, and it'll just be a seamless transition. So all you're going to see at the end of this video is going to be the number plate itself. So it's going to get rid of this ugly box on the front, which should clean it all up and make it look a little bit nicer. So let's get into it now. Alright, so this is the Flow Brackets Slimline bracket for the license plate. You can go onto their website and you can scroll through, pick from your state of Australia that you live in, and select a different license plate holder to suit, so it'll be nice and hidden. And then the other thing that you need to do, if you want to delete this plinth here, you need to select X253 if you've got this particular model, or the 2020 model and onwards. And you're going to select the brackets, which is the plinth delete. So this will then bolt the license plate bracket onto that. And then it's as simple as fixing your license plate on, and we've deleted the plinth and have a nice neat new front end. So we'll get straight into it now. Right, so this is the case that the Slimline bracket comes in, which is actually very well made bracket and kit. Looks like it's made out of aluminium, and it's clearly probably likely 3D printed by the looks of it, how it is. Very good quality. The casing's very well made as well. It's probably 3D printed as well by the looks of it. So yeah, so a lot of care and attention to detail by the looks of it, of the kit itself. And it looks like the instructions, you just scan it online and then do the instructions. It tells you what the kit comes with, and yeah, so it's pretty straightforward from start to finish by the looks of it as well. So yeah, not too difficult in terms of the install. So we'll crack on now and show you a bit of a time lapse of the installation of the bracket. Alright, first things first, just undo the number plate off of the Plinth. Could probably take this off altogether, but just make do. Oh, scratching the paint there. Store those over there for later. Then it's a simple case of unscrewing the Plinth. I think it's just these 3 bolts here. Pretty simple. That's it. Undo that. Now we've got the issue that there probably could definitely be some screw holes left over here. So that's going to be, that might be an issue. And some marks on the front as well, but we'll just deal with that as we go. Now I'd probably say that the best thing we can do here is that it recommends lining up this in the middle, like so, so you can get your alignment right. It's pretty moulded to it, so it's not too difficult. Take these off. This is pretty critical to obviously getting right. So we want to make sure that we do get that in the middle. And if you align that with that, pretty much guarantee that that's about where the middle is. And I'm just going to send it home. Change this out first, idiot. Let's find what the right one is first. What size have we got here? Hey man, how you going? Yeah, not too bad. Oh, guess what? We're going to screw these puppies in. And hopefully they'll be long enough. I'm just going to use them. Don't know why they just don't use normal Phillips for the Plinth. Doesn't need to be anything special. So that's probably one bit of feedback that I would give them, is just use normal needle point Phillips head pieces to screw it in. It'll be fine. Alas. Alright, so we're going to line this up again. Make sure it's all in the center. Boom. Like that. And then we're basically going to take this one here, pop it on, I'm going to screw it in. That one. Like that. That's basically the plinth delete right there. Looks pretty square. Don't know if everything's square to the center, but that's what we'll run with. And then you've got your different installation kit. Option 4, option 2, option 1, option 3. Jesus. Comes with some Araldite, 3M tape, bracket fitting kit, number plate fitting kit, spacers. Now it's lucky that the Mercedes has this point towards the middle, so it's also then got an alignment mark here as well, so you can, if you wanted to get a tape measure, you could probably do it, but I'm not really that fast. I've got to fix these holes now as well, so probably going to have to actually do more work to modify the front bumper, because the Slimline plate's definitely not going to cover that. So that's something that's going to have to get fixed, which I didn't really plan on doing. I might just stick some of these screws back in where they are for now, so it doesn't look as bad. But we'll go ahead and grab the Allen key and find these up so we can just get the bracket fit off. But yeah, not super ideal with that at the end of the day. I'm going to come back across a little bit before we're done on that. Just put that right there. And tweak this as I go. At the end of the world. Just go down both sides. And pretty square. Tighten this one up. Pretty there. We don't need. We'll just go option 1 and say for the number plate fitting. We'll see how this looks. Should be enough, I'd say. You don't want too much thread poking through because you'll be able to see it. Plate's pretty bowed actually. I'm going to have to straighten it out actually. I think I've bowed it too much the other way. Last one on the up. And then should be sweet. We're done. So that is it. That's the install. Alright, so in summary, the flow brackets install, very easy, out of 10, a 2 out of 10 in terms of difficulty, so it's pretty straightforward. Took less than 10 minutes to swap everything over and install it. Probably the only thing that I would say as a drawback is that the plinth behind here that I installed, it came with a self-tapper that had an Allen key thread. Now I know that's probably from a safety perspective of why they've done it, but just from an install perspective it would be far easier if it was just a normal PH2 Phillips head bit. That would be a lot easier in terms of an install for a lot of people, because not everyone's got an Allen key handy on a drill. to try and get that as a self-tapper into the bumper itself. Apart from that, very easy, looks quite good. I didn't think about the screw holes that would be left over from the original plinth, so we're going to have to do something there to tidy that up, but I've just put the original self-tapped Phillip head threads back in there. So, but apart from that, looks pretty good, pretty happy with it. Maverick's happy. That's all for today's video, so we'll see you next time.